Hey YouTube, MrLuBuFu here with the red cards from M13 to talk about them in a limited environment with a touch of standard, or other formats where it might be relevant. First we have Arms Dealer, which if you're in red, this guy is insane, just because of the number of cheap goblins running around. He immediately makes all combat math difficult, and you can just shoot down creatures. So if you get this guy and you have the goblins to back it up, this guy is really good. Just absolutely nutty. Next you have Blade Tuskboar, 4 mana, 3/2 Intimidate. I mean, it could be okay, not anything insane. Canyon Minotaur I think is better because of all the X2s. It could be more solid as a blocker. Yeah, Blade Tuskboar could be okay, but if you have an artifact or a red creature, it's not that good. Chandra is great if you get the opportunity to play her player. Chandra's Fury is okay. It's not as good as other cards, but it could be a blowout. Cleaver's Right actually is a blowout, because all your creatures getting double strike, and then you just swing with everything. It could be just so really good. It's a great finisher if you have to think about it. Craterize. Well, if Demolish didn't see play, Craterize really shouldn't. Crimson Mudwaiter. I said Mudwhacker, and that will be its name from now on. It's a Crimson Mudwhacker. It's a 2 mana 2/1 that gets +1/+1 if you have a swamp, and can regenerate. If you have black sources, this guy's pretty good. Otherwise, not so much. Dragon Hatchling's okay. It's not great, but it's an okay common. Fervor is not that good, despite how great haste is. It's not that good. Doesn't affect the board. I mean, you can play it and it'll be fine, but otherwise, meh. Fire Elemental seems pretty good in this format, just because there's few big creatures. So a 5/4 for 5 can be, a destructive force. I see what I did there. If we have Firewing Phoenix, 4 mana 4/2 flyer, that you can return it from your graveyard to your hand. Not good enough for standard, but for limited, I think it could be fine. Flames of the Firebrand, also known as Arc Lightning, very good. If you get these, play splash for them. Very powerful. Furnace Whelp is a card I always like to play with. It's okay. Again, most things block it, so that's important to know. We have Goblin Arsonist. I think it's okay. If you have Arms Dealer, it's a lot better, but it's a solid 1-drop. Goblin Battle Jester is not as good, because it's just a 4 mana 2/2 that you can make stuff not block. Hamletback Goliath is a legitimate bomb. Yes, it's 7 mana, but when you cast it, the game is all but done. Next you have Kindled Fury, which in my opinion is among the better combat tricks in the set. It's basically a 1-for-1 if you get to play it right, and because it's so cheap, it's easy to feign like you don't have it. Krenko Mob Boss, if you can build with him and you have a ton of goblins, he can be quite good. Otherwise a 3/3 for 4, Grey Ogre is not bad. Krenko's command is also fine, better if you have anything involving goblins like Arms Dealer or Mob Boss, but it's two 1/1s for 2, which is not bad. Magma Quake, yeah, it's basically a Wrath effect. It's very good in the mid. Mark of Mutiny, I really want to play it with Bloodthrone Vampire, but otherwise it's okay. Not insane, but okay. Next you have Mindclaw Shaman, which I think is I'm not exactly sure how to think about it. If it was 4 mana, it'd be much better. For 5 mana, it's just a whether or not they've already used their instant or sorceries. The thing is, you'd have to use it right away too, so I'm not sure how that does. Mog Flunkies is not that good because it can't attack or block alone. So yeah, you cast on turn 2. If they have a 2-drop, they get to at least get some damage in. Once you have other creatures, if you have enough guys to back it up, then they're okay. Reckless Root is really bad, just don't play it. Reverberate's normally pretty bad, so you shouldn't play that one either. Rummaging Goblin's okay. I mean, it's Red's version of a looter. But yeah, I mean, discard a card, draw a card. You can't do it when you have 0 cards in hand. So next you have Searing Spear. Like Incinerate, you should take it. It's very good. Slumbering Dragon I think is quite good in limited because there's, you know, if he gets to big state, there's very little people can do about it. Smelt is good sideboard. Thundermaw Hellkite, in my opinion, is the best card to have. If you open this, you play red. This guy's just the nuttiest card in the world. We have a reprint of Torch Fiend, which is, you know, another decent sideboard card. Trumpet Blast is not that good. Turn to Slag I think is okay, because there's not much big creature removal in red. This is as good as you're gonna get. Volcanic Ice is probably a little bit better than Turn to Slag. No, it's a lot of bit better. It's very good. I mean, it's not Fireball, but it's very powerful. So it's another card that's worth playing if you are red. And Volcanic Strength, nothing too great. If they're playing Mountains and you're aggressive, very powerful. Otherwise, not so much. Wall of Fire is a decent defender. Wild Guess is... I don't know. I don't think it's that good, to be honest. And then, of course, Nuclear Bomb or World Fire. If you are playing this in limited and you're able to cast it, well, hope you had fun. But all in all, it's not that good a card in limited. In EDH with like Joyer of the Gitu, ooh, it's real fun. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe, and check out the other parts.